Let's talk about review platforms for personal trainers. Welcome to this video on review platforms for personal trainers. My name is Tyler Valencia. I'm the president of KIPS. I've been a personal trainer, group exercise instructor. I own my own boot camp, and I've worked for other fitness education companies like Nesta and NCCPT. In this video, we're going to be talking about review platforms for personal trainers, specifically Yelp and Google for Business. If you are a personal trainer that's working inside of a gym, you might be thinking, this really isn't for me, or I don't really need to handle that. I work inside of a gym. In my opinion, in 2025, if you are trying to create value inside the gym, meaning you want to be showcasing to your manager, your fitness manager, the GM, that you bring people in and you are worth an extra $2, $5, $10 pay raise, yes, I do think that you should be watching this video and utilizing these steps at the end. Now, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, well, I don't have a website, all I have is my social media, I am going to link a video for a step-by-step process for creating a one-page website. Again, regardless if you work inside of a gym or if you are an independent trainer, I think that you should have a website. Maybe you're offering coaching, maybe you're doing reviews, so your affiliate program work on this website. I think you should be doing these things in 2025 to expand your business and create other streams of revenue. Now, why are reviews important? Think about the evolution of marketing. In the last year even, how have you heard how Reels have changed on Instagram or on Facebook? Now take that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and how the conversation was about Instagram and Facebook ads and trying to maximize the conversions on those.
Without a doubt, Google is the big daddy of them all. You know, everything ends in search in Google. But I'll tell you a little bit about marketing, through the decades, and fitness marketing through the decades. So in like the 80s, and 90s, it was flyers, flyers on cars, flyers at the coffee shop, right? That was the thing. And next it was like direct mail. And we had a ton of people doing direct mail campaigns, and we still have people doing direct mail campaigns very successfully. And then we went into the season of Facebook ads, like in the early 2000s, 2010. And if you hit it right, you were flooded and you had some good leads, and you were successful. Now that's like, spam, like literally people fill it out 2 seconds later, they have no idea. And a lot of it is just spam, and it's the worst lead source in most cases, specifically Meta social advertising. Don't start with Facebook and Instagram advertising, for God's sakes. If I can save you one problem here. And by the way, I'm just going to go on a rant for 1 second. I talk to people every day that call our office. They've been burned by 3-4 agencies, and they're spending thousands a month on social advertising, and it doesn't even work, but they keep blowing money because they have no idea what else they should be doing to actually drive leads and sales for their business.
Reels used to be a great way to entertain your audience and build your followers, but on the Meta platforms, it has become a big pay to play just to get your content out there. Looking forward, the next 5 years, 10 years, reviews are going to help your digital presence. So when somebody looks up personal trainer and then insert your city and where your location is, how can they find you? So what we are trying to discuss here and improve is how people can find you and hopefully get that message to you to ask, how do I train with you? What are your prices? And start that conversation.
Today, in this decade of 2020 to 2030, the most powerful vehicle is what we call conversational AI and local search. So we're in a decade that there's more people searching for you than you're actually looking for them. Your job is to get in front of them so they find you before they find your competitors. That's like the game. And so that's things like, we're all talking to devices now. We're saying, hey Siri, hey Alexa, hey Google, right? Even my nephews run around my sister's house saying, hey Google, and they tell Google to do everything for the house. It's a weird time and space, right? Pretty soon we're going to have robots at our house, and robots are going to do everything. That's the next thing coming. But conversational AI and local search. So what does that mean? Google, Apple Maps, Nextdoor, Waze, Yelp. Those are big directories in the US specifically that if you have a presence there and you cultivate a digital reputation, and specifically Google is a great example. Like if I go to your town, I say best personal trainer in Phoenix, for example. It's going to come up with a listing, and it's going to come up with 3 listings, maybe a 4th sponsor one you can buy a spot, but 3 that are organic with stars and ratings and reviews, and then red dots on the map. And the stats show that 92% of the clicks go to those 3 dots.
Following that up and talking about improving the quality of your leads, when you probably took your personal trainer exam, you probably heard about word of mouth and the strength of word of mouth. It closely relates to reviews in the digital space. When your customers are sharing about the benefits of your training, all the goals that they've achieved, that just makes other clients want to reach out, and they are doing that legwork for you. But now think about it in the digital space.
No one clicks more, see more. No one scrolls down to the 3rd or 4th page of Google. This is like, we stop here and we look at the reviews and we pick one. And within 24 hours, 86% of those people have either made a purchase, made an appointment, or driven the location. So this is where the hottest buyers go shopping with wallet in hand, ready to buy. And what can they find you? And do you have a good reputation? If so, you get the business. Like, they read your reviews, they see other people say nice things about you, they see how you responded to people, they see how you responded to the one jerk that said something nasty, and they judge how professional you are in your competency. And you know what? Then they call you, make an appointment, come in, and they're already ready to buy. They've pre-sold themselves by the time they walk in the door.
So by having reviews on platforms like Yelp and Google for Business, what you're doing is improving that searchability, but also improving the chances that that warm lead, and I call it a warm lead because this is people that are actively searching these terms and your business is coming up. You are improving the chance that they click through to your website, to your contact page, and submit a request to speak with you. Before jumping into the examples, I do want to return to what I mentioned about trainers that are working inside of a gym. If you have a website up that people are contacting you and now they're wanting to find out more information about your training, and now you are bringing members in, that is what I'm talking about with value. If you are adding people to the gym and then they are purchasing a membership, purchasing training, you are making yourself indispensable and one of those trainers that's going to be at the top of the list when it comes for top trainer, or maybe any bonuses that come at the end of the month or yearly. But right now, let's go through creating a Google Business review page and also a Yelp Business review page. I'm going to start with Google. What I did was I typed in Google Business Reviews in the search bar, and then it's usually one of the top ones here. So I'm going to select it. And in this is a fictitious business that I use in online courses for KIPS. But what I'm going to do is actually go to businesses, and then I'm going to add a business here. I'm basically adding in information here so that Google knows this is a real business. So if I go to add business, I'm going to add a single business. And here I can type in the name of my business. And what I would recommend is type in how it's spelled across the board. So your Instagram, your Facebook page, your website, all of these things should match and point to the same spots. So the fictitious business name that I use is called Motivation Fitness. And I'm just going to select create a business with this name, hit continue. And here you have some options to choose what type of business you are. I'm going to select service business for now, just because if you are a personal trainer working inside a gym, you might not have a physical location, so you don't want your address to be out there. So let's select this option, hit next. In business category, just type in personal trainer. Next. The next screen here is where do you serve your customers? Right here it says optional, but I would try to be as specific as possible for SEO purposes. So how people can find you in your area. Let me give you an example here. I used to live in Southern California in Los Angeles County, but specifically before I moved to where I live now, I lived in Thousand Oaks, California, a very specific city within Los Angeles County. I'm going to go with that example. And you can add more than one in this one. So next to Thousand Oaks, I know is Westlake Village. Amarillo is next to it. And even Ventura. So I'm going to hit next. I would definitely recommend adding in your website here and your phone number so customers can get in touch with you. One of the last screens that you're going to get to is about put your business on the map. And this is exactly what we're talking about with searchability. When someone in a local market is searching a personal trainer in a specific city or specific area, you want your business or service to come up. So it says get discovered by people in your area, respond to reviews for your business, all things that you want. I'm going to stop here because this is not a real business and I'm not trying to put it on a map. But as you can tell, a very simple process to get your business listed on Google, whether it is an in-person or online business. Next, we have Yelp for Business. To get to this page, I just typed in Yelp for Business in the search bar. And I'm going to select the first option here. And it even says free to be on Yelp. I'm going to select verify my free listing. And again, let's type in the exact name of what I put on the other one. Motivation Fitness. And you have the option to add the business, your business email right here. I'm just going to put in my business number here for KIPS, and I'm going to hopefully do the same and exit before. Website. What kind of business are you in? The fitness and instruction. We're just going to roll with Active Life Fitness and Instruction. Continue. Now, I'm not going to input an address on this page because this is a fictitious business and I'm not trying to get contacted by Yelp. But the last steps will be you need to put your first name, last name, and password, and then hit continue to agree to the terms of service. One of the last pieces before we get to the end here is that when you are signing up for these platforms, yes, calls, emails are going to be coming from these businesses, Yelp and Google for Business, about signing up for more features. You do not have to purchase those. These are free things for businesses. You are putting your business, your name out there. So do not feel inclined that you have to purchase more or even return any of these phone calls. Getting to my last thoughts here about reviews for personal trainers. Recently, Google sent out an email about rewarding or providing discounts for reviews for your business. In my opinion, it doesn't make sense. People are taking time out of their busy schedule to write a review. How many people can you think of that just randomly go out and write reviews just freely, just because they want to? It doesn't happen. Make sure that you reward your customers that are taking their time, providing their insight to help you grow your business. And with that, maybe you are providing a gift card or some type of gift certificate or something to say, hey, thank you for helping build my business. That has been it for this video. I hope you got something out of it. I think this is one of those videos that's going to help you for the next 5-10 years. And hopefully you come back to go through those steps and build your personal training business. And make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.